Hey, AnnRileyCaldwell, not your ordinary agent here, and today I'm going to take you on a neighborhood tour of the one and only East Nashville. It is a community that, if you know anything about Nashville, you have heard about. It is full of a number of different neighborhoods, including Shelby Hills, East End, Historic Edgefield, Five Points, Laughlin Springs, Rolling Acres, Eastwood, Greenwood, Cleveland Park, McFerrin Park, and some people would also include Inglewood. Check out my separate video about Inglewood. So 37206 is the primary zip code that you're going to find most of East Nashville in. So our focus is going to be on things happening in East Nashville and 37206. So words used to describe East Nashville include growing, thriving, eclectic, hip, yet historic, vibrant, artistic, cultural. It is filled with shopping, locally owned businesses, arts and crafts, music venues, restaurants that have been there for decades that are well known, brand new restaurants with celebrity chefs. It is just a very unique, unlike any other place in Nashville neighborhood. I don't know where else you can use all of those words to describe a neighborhood and it be accurate. For most people that have grown up in Nashville or been here for decades, East Nashville for a long time, it's one of the older neighborhoods. It has a lot of historic homes. A lot of homes have been remodeled in East Nashville, but you're also seeing a lot of things being torn down now, and you're seeing brand new construction, which was not the case for a really long time. A lot of the brand new construction are what we call tall and skinny houses. Either you like those or you don't. So anyway, you be the judge. If you want to go see any of them, you can reach out to me and we can definitely go take a look. But East Nashville is an area east of downtown. It is across the Cumberland River, and it's mostly residential, but it is a mixed use area with a number of businesses lining the main streets. Gallatin Road, also known as Gallatin Pike, Ellington Parkway, and then again you have, a multitude of different neighborhoods that are going to feature their own sort of vibe. One of the things East Nashville is known for is a lot of wall murals. It's hard to say. Wall murals are painted on buildings across East Nashville, so it's a really cool thing to see. One of the things that East Nashville is known for is its great outdoors. You've got a number of parks in East Nashville. You've got Shelby Park that a long time ago in the 1890s actually had a casino and an amusement park, but now Shelby Park remains. You also have Shelby Bottoms as the largest green preserve in the Nashville metro area. You can check out my separate video about Shelby Bottoms and the Greenway. It is an 810-acre park. It stretches about 3 miles long and 1/2 mile wide. It is right on the Cumberland River, and it includes a number of greenway trails, 5 miles of mulched trails, an observation platform, a river overlook, and they do a lot of activities at Shelby Bottoms. So there's all types of hiking, butterfly watching, depending on the time of the year. There's a lot of really cool activities that you're going to want to check out at Shelby Bottoms. There's also Cornelia Fort Air Park, which was a privately owned airport a long time ago, and now it makes up over 1,000 areas and is the 4th largest park complex in Nashville. You also have East Park. It provides a green space for the neighborhoods of East End, Edgefield, and McFerrin Park. And then you also have Cumberland Park, which is Nashville's newest park, and it is along the east bank of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville. It sits just south of Nissan Stadium between the Shelby Street pedestrian bridge and the Gateway Bridge. So there's other smaller parks in East Nashville: Kirkpatrick Park, Cleveland Park, Douglas Park, South Inglewood Park, Tom Joy Park, McFerrin Park, Oakwood Park, and Eastland Park. So I think for the most part, you get the idea. There are a lot of parks and a lot of green spaces in East Nashville. So East Nashville is really, truly a hub of creative and artistic flair. It is a trendy, progressive atmosphere. You've got kind of a slow and steady rise going on in the neighborhood. There are lots of newcomers developers coming in from different parts of Middle Tennessee, as well as from out of state, that are making East Nashville their home. One of the most famous things that it's known for is the Tomato Art Festival. It is in the summer and it is very popular. It is around the 5 Points area. There are also other festivals and all kinds of music and arts and all kinds of stuff that go on in these East Nashville neighborhoods. When you drive around East Nashville, you're just really going to see a number of neighborhoods that are full of historic homes. Many of them have been remodeled and renovated. Many of them have been taken care of. There's also historic preservation areas in East Nashville where homes have to be, if they are renovated, they have to be done according to very specific guidelines, which is somewhat unique in the Nashville area also. You have a number of new construction homes that are going up in East Nashville. As I mentioned before, not all, but many of them are tall and skinnies. You have neighborhoods that are just starting to get rehabbed and renovated. So there's a real mix of older homes, some small home neighborhoods that are starting to see development come in and get bought up one at a time. They're getting torn down. You're seeing new homes come up right next to them. So it's really, truly an eclectic area that is definitely in transition, but you've got a ton of locally owned businesses that you are able to support. You have a ton of popular restaurants, including 5 Points Pizza. You've got the Pharmacy, which is a famous restaurant that's been there pretty much forever. You've got Rose Pepper Cantina, and you also have a number of restaurants that are owned by basically celebrity type chefs and people that are up and coming. Some other notable restaurants include Cafe Rose, Frothy Monkey, Jane's Hideaway, the Southern Grist Brewing Company, and so many, 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 many more. Also, if you like to golf, there is the Shelby Golf Course. It's very close to Shelby Bottoms Nature Center and Greenway. You also have the Vinnie Links close by, so there are a lot of things. You're right next to, if you really push out across the Cumberland River, you're also close to the Opryland Grand Ole Opry, which also has a Two Rivers Park and a Two Rivers Golf Course. So if golfing is your thing, East Nashville could also be a good place for you. And at the time of recording this video, the most recent statistics for the housing market in East Nashville is June of 2023. So looking at that, there were about 50 new listings that came on the market, which was down 32% from the year before in June of 2022, down 39% from May of 2023. You had an active inventory of 116 homes. You had a total inventory between active and under contract of 162 homes. You had 47 homes actually closed on in the month of June. Sales price, the average was $852,500. The sales price, median price, was $799,000. Average days on market closed is 11. Basically, from listing time to closing time, the average days on market was 66 days, and you had 3.22 months of supply, which basically in real estate terms means it's still a seller's market. It's slightly less of a seller's market than it probably has been in the last year and a half to 2 years, but there's still only 3 months of inventory. To have a true equal market where buyers and sellers are pretty much in an equivalent negotiating position, you want 6 months of inventory. So basically in East Nashville, the median sales price is $800,000. If you look, there are a few homes on the market for $400,000 to $500,000, not very many. A lot of homes are more in the $650,000 to $800,000 price range. And then there are a significant number of homes that are $1 million plus in the 37206 zip code. So of course, as with all real estate markets, things are going to fluctuate and change. So make sure you reach out to me to get the most up-to-date information on what's happening in the East Nashville market. And I can update you and we can look at what's available that would fit your needs and your budget and all of your wants and anything else that you can think of as far as location within the numerous small neighborhoods that make up East Nashville. One of my favorite places to go to get a little bit more information information is niche.com. And if you go look in the 37206 zip code area, you'll find that overall it gets an A-, which is fantastic. It's hard. I mean, you can get an A+, but an A- is awesome. Public schools, it's a C+. Nightlife, you have an A+. Diversity, an A-. Weather, B-. That's just Nashville. Health and fitness, you have a B+. Commute, A-. Housing, a C. We'll have to kind of talk about that. Good for families, B+. Jobs, B. Cost of living, C+. Outdoor activities, B+. Population is just under 30,000 people, and you cannot pay attention to that median home value because that is not correct. Approximately half of the people in East Nashville are renters and half of the people are owners. There's a really cool little map that sort of outlines all of East Nashville there on niche.com. And as far as rankings go in the state of Tennessee, for most diverse zip codes, East Nashville ranks 39 out of 299. For best zip codes to live in all of Tennessee, it ranks number 48 out of 299. So it's in the top 1/6 of cities and zip codes to live in. And best zip codes for families, it ranks number 95 out of 298. The median household income is about $73,000, a little bit higher than the national average. And a good percentage of people that live in East Nashville have some type of college or higher education. You can also check out the top public schools serving that area in the 37206 zip code. So some of the advantages of living in East Nashville is you're right next to downtown Nashville without having to live in downtown Nashville. You can walk, you can bike, you can Uber, you can drive, you can get to Nashville all kinds of ways. Take the bus, and you're literally right across the bridge across Cumberland River. So it is a super convenient location for those of you that want to be in downtown Nashville. Also, you're right at, of course, all the interstates that run through downtown Nashville. So whether you want to go north, south, east, or west, you can hop on and go in any direction. It may be slow, but you can go in any direction. It just depends on the time of day. Okay. So traffic is always an issue, of course, in all these places. Another fascinating thing about East Nashville that makes it amazing to live there, all the activities that you can do outdoors, from golfing to numerous parks that you can get to. Shelby Bottom with all kinds of activities and things going on there. Another great reason to live in East Nashville is with all of Nashville and all of Tennessee. In fact, you have no state income tax. So that's going to be true in every place, but we like to celebrate it in every neighborhood because it is such a great, unique thing that only a very small handful of other states can say. If you want new construction, it is there and more is coming. If you want historic, it is there. If you want $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 price points, we can find it. If you want $1 million plus price points, we can find it. If you want homes that have a view of downtown Nashville, we can find it. And then there's obviously a number of neighborhoods that are also up and coming and growing that are just going to be sort of an extension of what's going on in East Nashville, especially where the new construction part and the tall and skinny part is concerned. Another great thing about East Nashville is a lot of it is walkable, and you do have a number of locations, especially Five Points is probably one of the top neighborhoods that you can definitely walk and go to all types of unique places to listen to music, to shop for any number of different local items, to go to several different restaurants and check them out. It's just a really, really cool place. So if East Nashville, if you have more questions, if you want to talk about real estate in East Nashville, please reach out to me. I'm AnnRileyCaldwell, not your ordinary agent. I hope you enjoyed this neighborhood tour, and you can reach me at 615-930-0313. And don't forget to go to my website, notyourordinaryagent.com, where all the real estate listings are totally up to date. You can set up your own account. You can save properties. I'm happy to answer any questions, get more information, and take you out to see them. And let's get you into your new East Nashville home. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. Please feel free to comment on it. Please share it with your friends and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I've got all kinds of real estate information up to date, market reports, other neighborhood tours, pretty much anything you can think of. The entire home buying process, the entire home selling process. I am here to be your go-to real estate resource.